So, yeah, where do I want to go today? I think I would probably rather just start looking for those new dungeons. Yeah, you beat all the main bosses in, like, the 5 colored castles. Yeah, just spawn some post-game dungeons. I'm probably gonna start hunting for those. I think I want to just hunt for that. I think I've already been there. Okay, pretty much anywhere where there's, like, no magnifying glass. That, I'm sure, like, I've definitely been. If there isn't a magnifying glass, then... yeah, I've definitely been to some of these. So where have I not visited yet? It definitely looks like I've at least fought some of the guys in here, too. Grabbed some treasure and then just left. This is either just gonna be, oh, somebody, okay, somebody is guarding the treasure chest. Oh, wow. Marath, Will of the Wild. That would be another really fun deck to just put together again. that would also be fun to put back together. Marath. Find as many cards as I can that just... yeah, like, put a bunch of +1/+1 counters on stuff. Ideally, yeah, put a bunch of +1/+1 counters on Marath himself. Because, yeah, look at all these things you can do just by removing and paying a bit of mana and removing counters from the commander. Look what you can do. Move those +1/+1 counters to another target creature, do X damage to any target, or create an XX green elemental creature token. The original printing forgot to mention, but yeah, X can't be 0. Okay, so my opponent's gonna start with this for free. Anyways, I think I should be fine. Yeah, he's gonna start with the 1/1. He's gonna lose 1 life every turn. Also, and he's going to create the zombie army if he doesn't have it already. Otherwise, he's just gonna put a +1/+1 counter on it every turn. So that's gonna hit me in the face for 2. Oh wait, never mind. I forgot, I just put a wall down that can just block it. Anyways, I'll just play my commander. Yeah, protection from white and from black. But this does not target. I'll have to sacrifice a creature, and yeah, that doesn't target, so I can still be forced to sacrifice my commander. Well, yeah, that slowed me down a bit. Recast Adamar for 5, and hopefully I don't have another Fleshbag Marauder played against me. Innistrad Charm, choose one. Cemetery Recruitment, Duress, or Human Frailty. And he's just gonna, yeah, force me to discard a card of his choosing. I mean, I have Mox Ruby, I might as well play Mox Ruby. Yeah, I'll take 1 damage. I just definitely need to get my creatures out there and get Animar going. Okay, I have just enough mana to squeeze this in, so now I get to untap all my lands. Those are the only 3 I have. But still. Alright, goodbye, Elvish Visionary. Yep, now we got a board going. Use triggered ability of Forgotten Ancient. Move some counters over. What counters? Move counters onto other creatures. What counters? Yeah, every single time I play a creature, I'm just gonna draw another card. In addition to everything else my creatures normally just do. Oh, now I'm gonna draw 3 from Lord of Change. And of course, just draw 1 because this guy, these guys. And I will also go and untap my lands. Well, 2 of them anyways. Alright, sure, play Mox Sapphire. Okay, I think at this point we should probably just attack and win the game. Protection from black, so nothing here can even block. Let's just put this zombie out of his misery. Okay, so we got 2 mazes and we got this furnace here. Yeah, this Phyrexian looking furnace. I've already dueled a few of these, but I guess we're just gonna duel another. Sacrifice an artifact, add red, add an amount of red equal to the sacrificed artifact's amount of value. Alright. Okay, sure. Attack with both. Yeah, just the wall's gonna block that, of course. Cast my commander and just pass. Just think I have to worry about this thing or not. World Weave. Whenever you cast a creature spell, seek a land card and put it onto the battlefield tapped. I'll cast this. Animar gets a counter, of course, and now... Okay, this is what got put onto the battlefield, right? It might take a little while, but eventually, yeah, we'll just start popping off again. I'm gonna let that hit me. Alright, let's actually start casting some more creatures now, shall we? Arid Mesa onto the battlefield tapped. I guess I'll just take this elf into my hand. Gonna cast it. Flood his Strand onto the battlefield too. I guess just, yeah, copy Raven Familiar. I'm gonna just put the Wan Shi Tong into my hand. Sure, let's do that. Alright, then pass. Untap everything. I'm just gonna let these die. I'll let those die, it's fine. Right now we have a lot of lands to work with, quite frankly. We have a lot of them now to work with. And if I just play Mana War, now I got another land on the field. Now I'll return something to its owner's hand. Mana War can target itself. And then I'm able to just recast it again. Of course, thanks to Animar, it's costing only 1 mana each time. Oh, Cavern of Souls, right. Can I do, like, X equals 10 and actually be able to afford it for Wan Shi Tong? I think I can afford that. Actually, no, it's gonna be reduced by 7, up to 7. I have 3 untapped lands. I have a Fanatic of Ronas who can tap for 4. I think we can do 14 and it's still gonna work just fine. I'll do 12. Alright, just drew 6 cards. Command Tower. Right now, have fun dealing with the 13/13. Let's fetch into Sooner or later, there's not going to be any lands with basic land types left in here. Attack for 1. Block on my 13/13. Recast this. Okay, that is fine. We'll just play Muldrifter for 1. We'll draw 2. We'll cast Kozilek for 1 mana as well. Draw 4 more cards. I'll have Phyrexian Metamorph go copy Mana War. I guess Kozilek, yeah, back into my hand, so I can just recast it again and draw 4 more cards. Fierce Empath. Go on ahead and cast that too. I'll get Maelstrom Wanderer, and yeah, now everything I control is now gonna have haste. And yeah, I get to cast some more stuff for free. Phantasmal Image is gonna copy what? It's coming in tap no matter what, so why would I pay a life here? Alright, so which one of my many creatures do I want to copy right now? And I guess I'll just search again. We'll search yet again. If I want to untap all my lands, I could do that. Seek failed land. Are there actually, like, no lands? Are there potentially, like, not even any lands left in here? Seek failed. Does that mean there are no lands left in the deck to actually search for? Or are they actually all gone? We played so many creatures, we ran out of lands. Did we actually just run out of lands entirely? So if I go Wooded Foothills, I'll fail to find entirely, am I right? Yeah, we still have 13 cards in our hand. Seek failed, land. 4 damage here. What are we gonna draw? If a permanent entering the battlefield causes a triggered ability of a permanent you control to trigger, that ability triggers an additional time. So if I play Trinket Mage, it's gonna happen twice, right? Yeah, I get to search for 2 artifacts with mana value 1 or less. I get Skull Clamp, and I'll get Soul Ring. Polluted Delta fails to find anything. Surprise, surprise. Let's just start attacking with creatures. I don't even know why there's like, I don't even know why I feel the need to drag this out. Yeah, he's gonna sacrifice 4 permanents before he even gets the block. Oh, I got a new achievement! I even got an achievement for that. Win a game with at least 17 lands on the battlefield. Yeah, that was pretty much all the lands I had in my deck. More or less, like, minus the fetch lands. Yeah, apparently didn't even have any land cards left in my deck. Yeah, we were all out of lands. There were like 2 in my hand, there was like pretty much every fetch land in my graveyard. Yeah, there were absolutely none left on the deck, so... Yeah, surely we beat at least, yeah, 17 on the field. A lot of them simply never even doing anything. Alright, that's gonna let me get to red. And now, hopefully, Animar can stick around. Yeah, I'll take 2 damage. Converter Beast, Incubate 5. When this becomes tapped, exile target card from a graveyard. Sure. Alright, just gotta pay 2 and then this becomes a 5/5. I guess let's start playing creatures now. Play whatever creatures I can. I mean, so far it's probably not gonna be much. I'll get my own incubator token. I'll make mine too. Alright, end step. I might as well transform mine. Alright, so that's in my hand. I'll tap this for mana first, and then we'll just champion it away. Okay, we have this in the way, so I probably don't want to just attack immediately. Yeah, I think this thing is colorless, so it can block Animar just fine. I'll just play Sensei's Divining Top. Alright, so end of turn. Yeah, let's see what I want to take here. I'll just take the birthing pod. Let's see what I can go grab. I might as well just untap my lands. Sower of Temptation, I can use that to just go and steal something. Yeah, let's take the other Phyrexian token. I'll just steal that one for myself now. Swing for 6. And pass. Worldly Tutor, go get any creature. Let's see which one we want to do here. This one lets me draw a card for every single creature I control, so it's probably gonna be that. Draw 1 card for each creature I control. Alright, full hand. We got a full hand again. Ooh, Mox Emerald. I'll just cast this for 1, because I can cast it for 1. How much mana do I still have? Quite a bit, actually. How big can Moloch be? If I could do X is 7 and just get away with paying only 2. I'll do X is 6. Oh, I'm gonna draw 2 cards. Alright. And choose, yeah. 2 creatures to go fight. I guess we didn't need to cast Cause Elect this turn anyways. Don't even think we need to do it at all, to be honest, at this point. Yeah, I didn't need to do it at all. I could have kept going, but really no need. Alright, so give me some treasure. Cut shot, that's neat. 5 damage to any... yeah. 5 damage to target creature planeswalker if it's white or blue, otherwise 1 damage and can't be countered. That's maybe like a good sideboard option against white and blue. I think especially against blue because it can't be countered even. I think I'll just keep this too. If I want to play that and you Harris the Storm Spinner. Yeah, commander that cares about stuff being cast from anywhere other than hand. Oh, Dig Through Time. I'm definitely keeping Dig Through Time. Any more good treasure? Whenever your opponent casts a green spell, draw a card. Interesting counter to deal with green decks. Oh, this thing can turn into a 0/8 plant for the Toughness Matters deck. That could be nice. Tap target snow-covered land you control to give Karplusan Giant +1/+1 until end of turn. It's a 7-mana 3/3. Sure, you can increase its power and toughness, so I don't know, you actually get something decent for 7 mana, but at that point, no thanks. At that point, I'm just spending way too much mana on this giant, so no thank you. Okay, so this is just a maze. Probably with manticores in it and whatnot. I think these are manticores at least. I'm just gonna grab some of the treasure and leave. Interesting. Yeah, there's definitely a few decks I could just throw this in. Let's fight this creature. So yeah, it is manticores. Alright, Soul Ring it is. Didn't have anything else to really play on the first turn. Taiga? Turn 2 Oroboroid. Lightning Strike! Alright, so my creature is dead. So that's gonna take a Lightning Strike to the face. I see. I'll just cast that not too long after casting Animar and just draw another card and... Shock. Killing off... Okay, Imperial Recruiter after he's already searched for something. Alright, let's see if Manticore has another burn spell just ready to go. Okay, Ruby Medallion. Okay, now this is at least out of Lightning Strike and Shock range. Unless maybe he has like 2 of these to use against me. Or he has this instead. Alright, let's just, yeah, start drawing cards every time we play something. Yeah, safe to say that's gonna make it just a lot easier to just keep on going if that's what I want to do. Or I guess for now I could just stop here. And maybe potentially just cast this on a later turn. And for now, these will attack for 12 total. Alright. That is fine. So let's see what I can go find here. Let's see what I can turn Wood Elves into. Oh, perfect. Yeah, I have an infinite combo going. Whenever you cast a creature spell, draw a card. Whenever this enters, return a non-land permanent. That can just return itself. Yeah, this is an infinite loop. I can do it as many times as I wish. And yeah, at this point, I can theoretically just go draw my entire deck. Oh, I get to untap some lands? Okay, play a Maelstrom Wanderer. Now everything I have is gonna have haste. Okay, what is Glasspool Mimic gonna copy? At this point, I don't even think it matters. Because, yeah, the game is just over at this point. I guess now we'll just be drawing even more cards. Okay, recast Kozilek. Draw 4 more cards. And then from these, 2 more cards. We'll play, yeah, Lord of Change for 1 mana as well. Draw 2 more cards. Draw 3 more cards. Phyrexian Metamorph, copy Lord of Change. Now I'll draw another 3. Let's just kill him. Alright, any good treasure back here? Let's see. Okay, really not much. Okay, we can destroy a wall. 4 damage to target creature for 5 mana. It can't be regenerated and scry 1, but still. That's still hella overcosted. Interesting. Oh, non-creature, non-land permanent. I'm sure there's still definitely a use for this. I'd say that's a pretty good counter against blue and black decks, but 6 mana. By that point, it shouldn't be too hard to like have to deal with this if your opponent only gets it out, say, turn 6. But then again, green is the color of ramp, so you could probably play this earlier than that. Without too much effort. Probably just gonna sell all that back. I'll just leave with the loot we got and then see where else there is to go. Another maze. I think I'll just pass on that one. Volcano of some sort. Let me go check inside. Temple of Chandra. All opponents get 1 Hall of Flame. Let's save and, I guess, talk to the guy inside. I think he's got some information for me. Hello again, Planeswalker. You have freed the legendary Planeswalker Chandra from captivity, but her mind is still imprisoned. Defeat Chandra, and I can... Yeah, as in the Chandra Nalar. We'll have to defeat her. Or we can just turn around and do something else. Defeat Chandra, so that she may aid you in battles yet to come. This will be a difficult task. Probably not with the deck I'm playing. Maybe not with what I'm running. Oh, wow. Good thing I start with a boatload of life. Otherwise, this might not be so easy. Yeah, no, I do not have a turn 1 play. Yeah, but I can play Wall of Roots. Which, yeah, does really not much. Another Phoenix, unsurprisingly. If I just can, like, yeah, get past the first few turns and Animar doesn't just die immediately, I think we'll be fine. Just need to survive, yeah, the first couple turns and keep Adamar around, and then from there it should be easy to clean up. Might need to still hang on for just one more turn here, though. But if I can do that, then I'm pretty sure it's off to the races already with what I've amassed. Still, nothing here can block because everything flies. 2 damage to each opponent and each creature they control. Oh, wow. I'm at 10. Okay, I got one more turn, so I'm probably going to be good to go here. If I'm going to get one more turn, we'll probably be fine. Tap everything down and then play this because I'll just get to untap my lands anyways. Untap all 5 lands with this Drake. I think I'll play this first and then just... And now to decide what this is copying. I'll just go search for another creature. I'll just draw an entirely new hand. Not even that far off from just being able to simply cast this for absolutely nothing. Seeing how much mana I still have up. Oh, plenty. Yeah, we have a lot. I'll just cast one more creature. And then this can be played for 0. Mox Emerald. I would love to cast... Okay, maybe we could potentially cast it. Wild Canter. I can just sacrifice that to make blue. And then I can drop the Maelstrom Wanderer. Do you want to play Ouroboros? Yes. We'll play that for free. Oh, and Kiki Jiki. I'll make a second Ouroboros, I suppose. I guess I'll play one more guy. Yeah, now I'm tapped out again, but Yeah. We just needed one more turn. 116 damage! Not bad. Impact Tremors. Oh, 4 copies of Impact Tremors, but I only need to keep 1 since I'm on Commander mode. Choose and discard X cards. Firestorm deals X damage to each of X target creatures on our players. Still probably sell it. I don't know if I ever want to play these 3 specific colors. I guess I'll keep the Triumph for that. I have Blood Crypt and I have Clifftop Retreat also already. Okay, we'll beat up this guy and just get some treasure. Wow. That's pretty good. Yeah, he's gonna start with a free extra mountain. Conjure a card from Hall of Flame's spellbook onto the battlefield. I don't know what's in Hall of Flame's spellbook. We're gonna have to find out eventually. Only one way to find out, really. So we'll have to just hopefully survive these early turns. Should be fine if we can at least survive the early turns. Okay. Oh, we're still alive. So far, anyways, we're still alive here. Yeah, question is, but for how long? Okay, play Animar, and if I need to counter something that could otherwise kill it, if it's not a creature, I can just do Fierce Guardianship for 0. Let's just hope it doesn't have another. Oh, okay, it's coming back to me immediately. So already, once again, it's my turn. Wow. It's already my turn. Definitely wish I had some smaller creatures to really try and just get the ball rolling. Because for now, yeah, this is apparently all I can do. Yeah, clearly not off to the fastest start. Now are we gonna conjure something onto the battlefield? Okay, another Chandra Planeswalker. Oh no. Alright, this time I don't actually have anything to stop that. This time didn't have an answer to that whatsoever. I'll just recast Animar. And hopefully maybe get to just rebound. And hopefully maybe you can just hold on for another turn. Because I'm really not doing much of anything this turn either. Okay. Nice, it's coming back to me. Let's move all of Forgotten Ancients counters over to Animar. Alright, Peregrine Drake. Untap my lands. I think now we're back in business here. Alright, so let's just put something onto the battlefield. I think it's gonna be a Fierce Empath, which can also search for something when it enters. Yeah, we're not gonna be, like, short on cards in hand anymore at this rate. Not with me casting this. Let's just, yeah, fill up our hand. Mox Ruby because we have that. Play a land, also. When I cast Lord of Change, I'll just draw another 3 cards from that. Just seeing how many lands I still have to work with. Still have 3 mana to do stuff with. Plus, I didn't tap this guy down yet, though. Okay, 4 green also to do whatever with. I guess we'll just start spending it. Still 2 green floating. Birthing Pod. Alright, now everything I control has haste. Already threatening, already pretty much just presenting lethal on board at this point. Already threatening to kill him here. If not this turn, it's gonna be the next. So far ahead, I don't think anything can go wrong now. One damage to each other creature and each opponent. But yeah, I still have an absolutely insane board here. I'll just move all 9 counters here. Formidable Speaker. Flame Tongue Kavu. We'll just get rid of the last creature that can block. There we go. I think I'll keep this light up the stage. And let that be on my way. Interesting. Okay, that's pretty cool. Alright, what is this thing trying to follow? Okay, that's a Phoenix. What is this thing, though? What is that? A Chandra's Hellhound. During your upkeep, randomly select a creature with the greatest power among creatures you control. Place a +1/+1 counter on that creature. That creature gains Mentor, Provoke, First Strike, and Lifelink until end of turn. Yep, the face on that second, like, wolf on the bottom, yeah, that definitely looks AI generated. Yeah, that face there on the second one definitely looks like AI slop. Okay, so we can still potentially get, yeah, we can still get Animar out turn 2. Okay, that is fine. Just try not really let too many creatures get on the field that can kill me. No, I'll have to cast this much later. Shock. Which is just gonna completely, yeah, that's gonna just wipe out my commander there. Yeah, I'll need to pay 5 to replay that. Okay, now this is on the battlefield. Alright, thankfully this had no creature to kill. That had no legal target. A second shock. And now I have this staring me down. I guess Moloch can at least just go and kill it anyways. Alright, now I got a 5/5 on the field. And now I don't. Yeah, he's gonna have to be just... He's gonna have to run out of resources sooner or later. He's gonna have to run out sooner or later at this point. Like, this is getting silly. So, Tinderwall, and then maybe next turn I might be able to cast Animar for the 3rd time this game. Oh, attacking with Hellrider. Alright. Tinderwall back to my hand. Put another counter on Forgotten Ancient. I forgot to block. I was supposed to block with this and then kill that, but I forgot, I don't know, the actual part where I'm supposed to block. Oh, okay. There's nothing to even move counters onto, so what other creatures? Move counters over to what other creatures, though? Sure, that is fine. Is it purebred? No, but it's pure fire. Alright, for 7 mana, Animar Soul of Elements, and please don't kill him again. We just spent 7 mana on this thing. Okay, so it's still not attacking. Okay, now I think it's off to the races. Yeah, all of those counters from Forgotten Ancient, that's gonna serve as a nice backup. My opponent didn't remove this also, and it got like 6 counters on it, so that's gonna serve as a great backup plan. Alright, Master and Wanderer, let's see what I can go and cast off of this thing. Oh, nice. I can untap some lands. Gilded Drake, also. Yeah, I need to swap control of this and some other creature. Cankerbloom. I just needed like one turn where I could just start spamming creatures, and now look at my board. And just like that, the game's over. Just needed one turn with Animar and like a lot of counters on it. As soon as I got that, it was pretty much game, set, and match. Anyways, what's up here? Is that supposed to be Chandra right there? Looks like there's just so much other stuff to do here, though. What is that supposed to be that is following me right now, anyways? A Mimic! Wasn't expecting a Mimic to be here out of, of all places. I wasn't expecting to see one of those here. Interesting. It is consistently inconsistent. Mimic that, sure. But we will need to find another land card sooner or later. Well, at least I know what my next card's gonna be. It's gonna be a land card, at least. That I know. Sure. Okay, but this thing still has to stay alive. Okay, 2 Mistwalkers. Why the hell not? Untap the lands. Alright, Uro Titan of Nature's Wrath. Oh right, this was gonna be my next card. Alright, so apparently I have to just pass for now. Got off to a pretty slow start. 2 damage to target any target. Alright, just so I can recast Cloud of Fairies. Morphling. Ooh, Mox Emerald. Nice. I think I'll take a Lord of Change off of that one. Yeah, might as well float a colorless before I untap lands with this. I'll just play Lord of Change. Draw 3 more cards. Play a Wall of Roots. Okay, never mind. If I want to do the Bestow, I have to pay 2 mana for that. 1 or 2 mana. Either way, I'm not able to do that. Am I able to do that? Nope. It needs to be 2 mana to do the Bestow ability. I forgot about Shape Stealer. Anyways, I still assembled a pretty good board. Alright, so I'm not gonna try that again to save Cloud of Fairies. I'm not gonna try this again. City of Brass. Recast my commander and sadly do probably nothing else for the rest of the turn. We'll do 6 damage and then pass. So how much damage is this thing gonna do? Just 3, right? 4, 5. Okay, sure. Where do they have, like, the extra 1 mana from? Because, yeah, that can just give itself Shroud and thus, yeah, make itself untargetable entirely. We did a little bit more damage to his board, but still, not a whole lot. Okay. I'm probably just gonna end up letting this hit me for 5 again. Okay, I don't actually have a land to play, apparently. Unless I just draw one, yeah, I'll just draw one off Sensei's Dividing Top. Nice, we're gonna make a copy of Lord of Change. Draw 3 cards from the copy entering, play a Tinder Wall. Attack with just this again. Pass. Discard 2 cards, because apparently I have to do that. Okay. Alright, draw 3 more cards. Don't mind if I do. I think this should probably be enough to kill him. Oh, never mind. Maybe not just yet. Not just yet, apparently. Interesting. Seeing how that played out just now. Very interesting indeed. And with that, I'll just pass. I guess if my opponent can even do anything at this point. Probably at this point, no, not really. Yeah, at this point, I think, no, not anymore. How many counters do we have to just move from Forgotten Ancient? Okay, we'll move 3. Let's play Kozilek for 1. Let's spend also very little mana to play Tashana. Whiplash Trap. Oh, and targeting Animar Soul of Elements. Also targeting Animar. Flare of Denial for 0? Just sacrifice a non-token blue creature to counter it. I have 20 cards in my hand. 19, but still. I'm just looking for Maelstrom Wanderer in here. That way I just go give everything haste. Now everything's gonna have haste too. And just so I actually have mana to cast this. Peregrine Drake. Yeah, just untap my lands. Maelstrom Wanderer. Play Edric, because why not? Snakeskin Veil, we'll just... I guess Animar needs even more counters. Alright, 90 damage there. The cards I don't have, I'm not gonna bother keeping. Anyways, what is this thing that wants to duel me? A lightning elemental! I was wondering what was that supposed to even be? It's a literal, like, flying cloud. Okay, I think that's gonna be a problem. Just play a red spell, then pay 1 extra red to kill my commander. Okay, that is gonna be a problem. Ball Lightning. Well, I'm taking 6 damage already. Alright, Scythe Cat Cub. Hopefully maybe this can stick around. No, it's gonna get shocked as well. Uro, Titan of Nature's Wrath. I can gain some life back. Once my graveyard has enough cards that I can get double green and double blue, just recast it from the graveyard by escaping it. Another ball lightning. I'm gonna be hit in the face directly with that again. Not sure how many more ball lightnings I can survive. Especially if I'm actually barely adding anything onto the board. I'm just gonna go for it. Okay, but even then still, what can I possibly play that can get me out of this? Pretty much everything I cast is just getting destroyed. Alright, Phantasmal Image will just... Let's copy Forgotten Ancient. That way have even more counters to just move around. Alright, something's gonna be taking damage. And immediately getting, well, sacrificed. Because it was Phantasmal Image that copied something, so... Target the copy with anything, I have to immediately sacrifice it. Lightning. Okay, it's just the Lightning Elemental. I don't think that's going to want to attack into a 4-7. It could, but why would you attack with this into a 4-7? Why would you do that? I'll still need to get another turn to actually start playing creatures and seeking land cards. Whenever a dragon you control becomes the target of a spell or ability an opponent controls, Thunderbreak Regent deals 3 damage to that player. Yeah, I can easily kill it, but... I'll just take 3 damage in the process. I'll lose 3 life. Even though I don't really have that much life to lose. Okay, just the dwarf token. Thundermaw Hellkite. Yeah, that could be a problem. Yeah, this is gonna obviously attack me immediately. Why don't I just steal it for myself? Alright, that is gonna be my Thundermaw now. Okay, this would have been amazing to have, like, early on. I think maybe at this point I'm gonna force a block or two. Hopefully we won't see another Thundermaw Hellkite come down. Right as I say that, there's another one. So now I'm gonna definitely have to block this. This I can't even block. This just taps down my creature, so no, that won't work. I'm at 1. I'll just kill him with his own Thunder Maw. I'll literally be knocked down to 1 life. I'll literally kill him on 1 life. Not even a joke. Unbelievable. I'm literally gonna win that with exactly 1 life. So did that lightning elemental come back? It didn't come back, apparently. There's another one up here. Okay, it did respawn. If I leave and re-enter, everything respawns. Not like most of those other dungeons, so yeah, we are back to square 1 here. Okay, I'm gonna immediately take 10 damage. Normally I'd cast Animar as soon as possible, but that lightning cloud is being a major roadblock. Oh, okay. Sure, pass it back to me. I guess I'll just go search for, like, another artifact to help me out. Sure, Mock Sapphire it is. Just, let's put, like, another mana rock on the field. Thundermaw Hellkite again. Here we go. What if he just plays another Thundermaw Hellkite? And then I won't be able to block with this, it'll just get tapped down anyways. Let's just attack. I might be dead here. Or, like, very close to it. Yeah, I'm on 3 life right now. I can't target this with anything because that would be lethal damage. Also doesn't help that I literally have, like, no other cards to work with, even. I don't know, I think this one's gonna be a loss. Considering I'm streaming again, Endless didn't go well. Endless did, in fact, not go well. At least not with respect to what I'm capable of. I should probably play that within, like, the next couple days anyways. Yeah, not be able to really play Animar because every time my opponent plays a red spell, they can just pay 1 red and kill it before it could actually start to get big and let me cast all my big spells for free. Or, not for free, but for very little. Yeah, I basically want to cast this legendary creature I have. And yeah, I'm just gonna briefly stop off here. First things first, just to restore my lost health. Can I get back in, or is this guy gonna be following me? Okay, you're following me too. So this is what I'm playing currently. You just cast this commander, ideally as soon as possible, and you play a bunch of creature spells as fast as possible. Just so this gets really big, and not only that, your creature spells cost less and less mana to cast the bigger this gets, the more you play. It's just, apparently I had like a horrible matchup ahead of me with that lightning cloud that the lightning elemental starts with. Play a red spell, do 1 damage to any target just by paying 1 extra red. Just immediately kill Animar before it can actually start to grow at all. Such a bad matchup for those lightning elementals, at least in particular. I should probably just switch decks. I should probably just tag Animar out at this point if that's gonna just keep happening. I won 1 game against this despite a really bad matchup, but such a bad matchup, yeah, I just want to, like, tag out Animar. The way I build my deck relies on it actually sticking around, but this makes it all too easy to just pick off while it's still a 1-1. Yeah, I think these first few turns are also going to be pretty rough. Three damage to Emperor of Bones. Okay, then I see. Hopefully this commander doesn't just get, like, killed on the spot. I mean, she has 4 toughness and ward 1. This one's at least should be harder to remove. Alright, just gonna pay a bunch of mana. Fierce Guardianship. I'll just counter one of the spells that this thing is trying to use to kill my commander. Oh, and my commander still died. After him pretty much using just about, like, all his spells against me. Pretty much using up almost everything he had in his hand to do that, though. I forgot about this having Ward 1, too. That I completely forgot about. I would have just gotten rid of this. Instead, I should have just targeted that instead, clearly. I really cannot get a single thing to actually stick on the battlefield right now. I really can't get a single creature to actually stick. Alright, flash Malcolm back into the field. Let's try and cast my commander again for the 2nd time. Yeah, let's get that Planeswalker off the board. Jesus Christ almighty. Yeah, I'm already all the way down to 12 life here. I started at like, what, 34 and I'm down to 12? Also, the fact that I barely have any creatures in my name, not really helping either. Thunderbreak Regent. I'm gonna lose 3 more life just to get rid of that thing. Alright, now I can't even really go attack because... yeah, these creatures are threatening to kill me. Well, clearly I have to block. I'm at 2. There's nothing. At this point, there's actually nothing else I can do. And even then, I think I might actually still be dead here, potentially. Actually, I am, in fact, still dead. Way too many of my creatures just getting, like, removed for, like, almost nothing. Oh. Too many of my creatures are just getting, like, frequently destroyed. Yeah, even switching decks, thinking I'm gonna have a better chance, I still get utterly cooked. Still get, like, actually wrecked. Alright, just trying to come on through here. I'm gonna switch decks again, actually. And probably just remove some of the 1/1 creatures from my deck as well. If they can just die all too easily. Oh, I can give myself hexproof for 2 mana. That is nice. That's a 0/6. In a Toughness Matters deck, that would be nice to play. That could work nicely. (1/4) lifelink extort for 2 mana. We're gonna play that too. Flying lifelink 1/4 that could do 4 damage with my commander out also. I'm gonna try that too. Right, fewer mana dorks, but just more creatures with lots of toughness. Hopefully, I'm literally gonna switch to like a 3rd deck, hoping it's gonna just be all around a better matchup. Hopefully the walls with lots of toughness are just gonna need to actually, I don't know, do a bit better. 1 land hand. That, like, there's no way I could keep that. Alright, Spark Elemental. Sure. So I can hide behind that in the meantime. Yeah, not so easy to kill this with burn damage when it's got 6 toughness. Thunderbreak Regent. Take 3 damage, but I'll still kill that 4/4 flyer. Well, I can make my opponent sacrifice a creature, sure. I'll play my commander first. We'll attack the planeswalker with the wall. 6 damage. Oh, apparently I still took 5 from the Chandra. Lightning Bolt, Chandra's Pyrohelix. Yeah, I gotta use 2 burn spells to kill this thing. And if I can't get Felithar back out, I still might be in trouble. I still could have a tough game ahead of me. Huh. Well, at least I got rid of something there. Sure. I got something off the field. Okay, this can actually attack without needing my commander to do so. This could actually fight by itself. Okay, after that, not anymore. Okay, not after that. Sure. Tainted Pact. Let's see what I can find off of a Tainted Pact. Oh, I could grab another wall. I need to get to like 6 mana though to replay my commander, or just... That could work too. Oh wait, this still can't attack, but it can do 6 damage, so... Now that's really going to be a good deterrent to prevent blocking. Thunderous Wrath for the miracle cost. Okay, never mind. Now I don't even have Doran out anymore. Grist the Hunger Tide. Alright, sacrifice the insect token and search for any card. Okay, I actually have to funnel mana into this to let my creatures with Defender attack, as though they didn't have that. Not a big deal, though, still, right? Well, let's make another insect token. I'll kill that with Abrupt Decay. Salt Formation. I'll just pass. Okay, is my Planeswalker still alive? No, it is not. It just got hit by a Lightning Cloud one too many times. There we go. Alright, so now my wall can attack again. Thundermaw Hellkite. So one of my creatures just died. I'll take 5 damage. Is the game really just going to be robbed from me at this point? Are they really about to just rob the game from me entirely? Can I do that again? No, I can't. Don't I just die here? Because of Thundermaw Hellkite, of all things. Yeah, I do in fact die here. I do. Thundermaw Hellkite's gonna be, now, what's gonna be killing me again. After just running out of cards and then having that strike me down for, like, at least the 3rd time tonight. I'm not even sure what other decks I could play against this damn thing anyways that might have a chance of winning. Okay, well, apparently we just opened the gate to the east. If I leave and return... Oh, the Mimic's back. I forgot this was a Mimic already. 0 land hand. We'll try this. Alright, so pass. Pit trap, sure. But if I so much as attack, that's gonna kill something. Let's see if it just uses this on the 0-3. Be well. Alright, we already got this thing down to 3 life, so we're probably just gonna be winning here. Maybe even, yeah, maybe even this turn. Yeah, there's a much needed win. So if I leave and re-enter... I don't know if that would just cause the switch to, like, be reset if I left and re-entered. Who's guarding this bridge exactly? Chandra's Lavamancer. Are you kidding me? Starts with a Blood Moon on the field. I literally can't play a deck that has too few basics against this guy. I literally won't even be able to play such a deck if it's got too few basics in it. We have 1 basic forest. And an island. My basic forest and my basic island, so there actually might be a chance I can do something. The few basics that I actually have in my deck, and I just happen to draw them both. That's just gonna be a mountain, yes. I'll put this on the battlefield. Again, I can only tap for red. Okay, I'll try and play an Elvish Mystic. I'll try to. Four damage to target creature. 2 damage to any target. Yeah, I'm just taking all this burn damage. Taking so much burn damage and can't really do much of anything about it either. I'll just play down a really big Maw Lock and hopefully that can at least survive and maybe get to at least deal with the Planeswalkers. Alright, so we'll be killing one of these for sure. I'll get rid of this one, the 4-drop. This 4-drop anyways. Yeah, definitely let's get that off the board. Yeah, these Planeswalkers need to go. So that's what we have, apparently. Only have one single island, just one problem. I only got a single island that actually taps for blue. Because we're still stuck under Blood Moon. So this isn't even going to be castable or anything anytime soon. Let's get rid of the other Chandra Planeswalker. Pass. Oh, I can do 3 damage to something else. Do I want to, though? Because then he can do also 3 damage to something else. I don't think I want to do that. Okay, that's coming back. Alright, attack for 6 with Maw Lock. And pass. I literally can't do anything else right now under Blood Moon. I'm just gonna use the Ring of 3 Wishes. I rarely ever use it, but I think at this point... yeah. I have to get rid of Blood Moon so I can actually have my deck function properly. Let's just go, yeah, search for something that removes the Blood Moon. One, two, three, four. I'm seeing how many, like, how much mana I've got up. Oh, wow. Okay, I still at least got to draw some cards. At least I still drew 2 there. Okay, try and cast Animar. Cloud of Fairies, so untap 2 lands. I'm just gonna cast this thing. Alright, make an insect token. And then fetch into another land that's gonna make another insect token. I guess before these get killed, before these inevitably just get killed, I'll clamp one of them away. Actually, I'm gonna clamp the other one also. Scythe Cat Cub. And pass. Now the Blood Moon's finally gone. I really want to keep that around, but I guess not. I'll just copy the Chain Lightning and kill him with the Chain Lightning copy. I can pay 2 red and just copy Chain Lightning. 3 damage right in his face since that kills him. So yeah, I gotta just keep in mind what that Chandra's Lavamancer looks like so that I don't just go and duel him again with a deck that has little to no basics, because I was just a total fluke that my deck was able to function under Blood Moon like that. Okay, this is a lot easier for me to deal with than a Blood Moon. Alright, so we'll try Command Tower, Finhorn Elves, and they'll probably just get killed on the next turn cycle. That's what I thought. Let's see if this just... Yeah, that's gonna also eat a Chain Lightning. And now I can't really cast anything at the moment, except for this, but... That by itself, what is it really gonna do? Oh, and there's Grim Lavamancer. Lightning Bolt. Yeah, definitely want that off the board. Okay, Flooded Strand. Oh no, I gotta go for it. Nice. We got through a turn cycle without this dying. Let's go. Yes, let's also play Imperial Recruiter. I should have actually paid attention to what I still had tapped and untapped. If anything, I should have been paying attention. I think we'll be fine, though. Alright, so pass. Edric, Spymaster of Trust. Alright, attack with everything that has, like, more than 1 toughness. Or something. Okay, at least this flies. So this is immune to Circle of Flame, so that's gonna go into. Alright, 4 Edric triggers, so I get to draw 4 cards here. I get some much needed card advantage. That right there probably just sets me up to win. All that card advantage is probably gonna start just getting me ready to win the game here. We're gonna swing like this and win the game. Got him. 3 lightning bolts. And a searing blaze. And 2 pyromancer ascensions. And like 18 gold. Oh no, that's another lightning elemental. Magma elemental, that's gonna just snipe me while I'm trying to go through the maze. Mulligan. Yeah, land that can produce a red. Since that's not in my opening hand, you better believe I want to keep that. Interesting. Interesting. I'll just put this back into its owner's hand and take 2. 2 damage. I'll just put down the top. I think now I'll try and just cast my commander. And immediately just put down this Elvish Mystic to make this at least bigger than a 1/1. But still. Just hopefully it doesn't take like a burn spell to the face. Okay, if it's just like all that, I'm probably gonna be fine. Alright, so what can I even go grab at this point that can really help me out? Yeah, I don't really have much of a board right now, so to speak. I guess we'll try and start like some sort of a small chain of creatures. All while Animar just grows ever so slightly while I just cast stuff. I'm just 1 mana short being able to cast this thing for now. Pass. Oh wow, that's a lot of creatures. Let's just get rid of the... I'll just bolt the 4/3. So let's see what we're gonna do with Woodland Bellower over here. I think it's gonna be the guy that can make 4 mana, starting from next turn. How big or how big can this be? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? That's 9, 10. Wow. I can just dump 10 mana into this thing right now. What if I want to cast something else? Then maybe I'll just dump like only like 6 or 8. Alright, let's play Flame Tongue Kavu and kill something with that. I think I'll just take that off the board. Oh wow, we're already getting pretty big. We're already getting up there. That's 8 damage already. I think finally now I'm actually going to do some serious damage to my opponent. At another kind of a rough start. But I think finally we can just knock him out. Now that we set up a really good board. Alright, I'll just draw another land, I suppose. Just another land it is. Okay, I still did 9 damage that turn at least. Okay, yeah, now I have priorities, so I can cast this. Oh, we can copy something. I'm gonna copy Fierce Empath. Search for something else with mana value 6 or more. Alright, so now I can draw a bunch of cards here. One for each creature I control, and that's a lot of them. That's plenty of creatures. 15 card hand. Alright, now more or less I can do whatever the hell I want at this point. Pretty much now free to just do whatever now. Okay, except maybe not because I don't have much mana left to my name. Make 4 green and then just spend only 2 of it to recast Woodland Bellower. Not a whole lot in here that I just really that badly want to cheat out into play. Okay, I got more blue mana. I got access to blue once again. I'll just cast Edric, Spymaster of Trest. Also. Alright, let's start attacking again. I guess the Flametongue Kabu can also just go in and swing. We'll go like that. Pass. Sure. Alright, now I can do whatever the hell I want. I'll just attack with all the creatures I have. There we go. 4 Chandra's Ember Cats and 2 Incandescent Soulstoke. Kolrath Knight. Creatures your opponents control with counters on them can't attack or block. We'll leave this one aside for Reaper. We could keep that around for Reaper King. Okay, how many switches are even supposed to be in here? And do I even need to, like, flick them all? How much stuff is even supposed to be in here? Like, holy. How much stuff is in here? Okay, that's gonna just do 3 damage to something next turn. So in that case, I'm not just gonna, like... In that case, I won't really play anything. I'll just take the 3 damage to the face. Oh, really now? We're only currently on my 2nd turn right now. Just put it onto the battlefield tapped. I'm gonna let those hit me for 2, that is fine. Cast Animar. Sylvan Safekeeper. So I can give things Shroud. If Animar is about to get killed, I can just give it Shroud for the turn. Okay, this is being pointed at this, so... Pick a land to sacrifice, of course. 2-3, 2-3... I'm gonna let them both hit. I really wish I had, like, more good cards in my hand here. Because this really ain't much that I got right now. I'll recast my Coiling Oracle. That's pretty cool. That is pretty nice. Again, like, I'm just gonna pass and leave Animar as a blocker. Oh, I'm gonna take 7 damage? No, 9 damage. Rift Bolt targeting Animar. Give Animar Shroud once again. Magma Jet targeting this. Are we almost done here? So, with that, are we almost done? Okay. And now I'm gonna double the number of counters on Animar. Wait, how the hell is he at 40 life? Oh, with all the red spells he's been casting? Probably because of this. With all the stuff he's been casting, I think that's probably how he got there. I'm pretty sure that's how he did it. I mean, it really wouldn't make much sense any other way, to be honest. I'm still gonna keep this as a blocker. Rift Bolt targeting what? Me. Wait, how am I at 5? Oh. This is adding 2 damage to whatever burn spell hits me. Now I get it. Verdant Catacombs into, I guess, just a basic forest. This ability is going to have resolved 2 times? Twice? So... wow. 45-45. 2 Scythe Cat Cubs. That goes extra hard. So what can we possibly get off an Imperial Recruiter here? Yeah, there's a lot we can do, it's just what do we want to do right now? I'm gonna go towards, like, the top end of my curve. And Fierce Empath can get me there. Alright, so I can draw 4 cards for 0 mana. Hopefully find something nice in these 4 cards to maybe help me continue extending. Ancestral Statue. Just so I can cast this again and draw another 4. Oh, okay. Sure, let's do that. I'm gonna steal this for myself. Sure. Might as well do that in response. I guess I'll just draw 1 more card. Fetch land. If I can just get 1 more turn, then yeah, there's no possible way he can survive. He's got no more creatures left, but I only have 3 life. And if he just has like enough burn spells to kill me, then it doesn't matter how big my board is. 1 damage, +2 because of this. I just have to hope he doesn't have another burn spell. He had another burn spell. And yes, he did. That he did. At that point, I really was not able to do much else. There was simply nothing else to do at that point, really, now. Okay, the switch I flicked earlier, that's not still there, thankfully. At least that ain't still there. This guy at the bridge, he's back too, apparently. The gate is back. Do I need to go flick another switch, run on over there, and then get in? I got this thing following me. Yeah, we're gonna be swapping decks again. Anything really good I can just throw into my Geist of Saint Traff deck, and anything that can maybe just get, like, taken out. Oh, Sensei's Divining Top I could run. Help me just fix my draws for, like, 1 mana. Oh, I have a bunch of cards that can just hate on red, so all these are gonna go in. Yeah, a bunch of cards just hate out on red. Let's play all of those, in fact. Blue Elemental Blast, Flash Flood, Hydro Blast, I'll put all of those in. I guess maybe we'll try that as well. That's another pretty strong Planeswalker. Again, how many, like, non-basics am I running in here? Alright, so which of these? We can definitely cut a bunch of these, in fact. That's gonna go. Should not need that. Since I'm dueling against a bunch of mono-red opponents, that shouldn't be necessary in the slightest. Okay, just gonna do, like, 2 islands and 1 plains. And then just go in like that and hope for the best. This is the guy that starts with Blood Moon. Alright, simple. Just switch to a deck that doesn't have too many non-basics in it. Just switch to a 2-color deck. Simple. And then that's not gonna weigh us down. Interesting. Can probably just equip this guy next turn with the Shadow Spear. Okay, that is fine. We'll just give him the Shadow Spear. Attack for 3 and even gain some life in the process. Sure. I really do wonder where my next land is supposed to be at. Would like to see that soon. We'll just go grab it off of Eagles of the North at that point, I suppose. Alright, so he's already down to 6 life. He's already running really low on life here. I'll let everything hit me, that's fine. Already got him. Yeah, just play a deck with first things first. Really not too many non-basic lands. And not just that, because everybody just keeps killing my commander by targeting with something. Because everybody keeps killing my commander with removal on sight. Simple, just play a commander with hexproof. Don't know why I didn't just switch to this deck sooner. Simple, just play something that has hexproof. I guess I'll just force spike that so I can at least say I'm countering something. Well, there goes my Giver of Runes. Alright, play Geist of St. Traft. And pass. Alright, so we got... Okay, we can just remove this with a Hydroblast. Or kill this with a Hydroblast. I'm gonna go Island Cycling. Can't really just attack with this in the way and not lose my Geist also, so... Okay, sure. So what can we get off a Mystical Tutor that can really help us out? Probably just like another piece of removal. Or I can cast True Name Nemesis. Or just do that instead. Gonna blue elemental blast this Chandra. Attack for 9 here. And then pass it on back. I think we got him here. Yep, got him. Starting to think this is maybe potentially the best deck I have to deal with these pesky red mages. Thinking this is probably the best deck in my possession to just deal with their asses. That I should also be able to deal with. No lands except for this, and it doesn't even make mana by itself, so mulligan. Everybody, as far as I know, in here just has like a pile of mountains for their mana base, so no sense keeping Harbinger of the Seas around. Yeah, no sense in keeping that around whatsoever. Two Rift Bolts. Should go without saying, I'm probably going to be taking 6 damage when it gets back to me. Imagine if I didn't start with like 30 plus life, how like outright impossible this would be if I didn't start with 30 life. Just imagine now. Okay, that's the one that does 2 damage to any target. Now imagine if this didn't have hexproof. Just how much more of an uphill battle this would be if I didn't just have a hexproof commander. Choose which defender to attack with Angel Token. Okay, some charge counters. Yeah, we'll take those alright. I was just wondering maybe is he gonna do something else? I guess not, though. Six damage again. I'm just gonna pass and hold a bunch of counter magic, removal. I'm just gonna hold up a bunch of disruption. Spell Queller that. I don't even know where this came from, but in response, I'll just turn that into a vehicle with crew 5. In response to trying to equip, I'll just do that. Island. Alright, do 8 damage there. And pass it on back. Sure, that is fine. Alright, let's just attack one last time and knock this guy out too. I'll keep one Rift Bolt and then sell the rest back. Wait, I own how many Searing Blazes? 10 of them? A big switch is embedded into the wall, or was. It seems to have melted, which would require enormous heat. Okay, so it's a useless switch is what you're telling me. So that means it's worthless. How big is this maze? Like, really now, how big is this place? Feels like we're gonna probably be in here forever. We could be in this place forever, for all we know. Okay, so my opponent's red creature spells cost 1 less to cast, and every time he does, he can discard a card and draw a card. And of course, everybody starts with this too, can't forget. Keep. Alright. I'll just cast my commander, turn 2. And then he's gonna... Yeah, I'm probably not attacking through all this just yet. I'm just thinking, what are we discarding here? Yeah, these are all pretty good cards. Alright, let's cast this. I don't see why not. Teferi, Hero of Dominaria. We're gonna get this guy out apparently, like, what, turn 3 or something ridiculous like that? So let's untap all my lands. I see. Just to slow him down a little bit. I'll draw another card here. Hydroblast is gonna get rid of... Let's take the Spitfire off the field. And then we're gonna do Psionic Blast to kill the Ember Cat. And then, yeah, swing for 6 with the Geist. Untap all our lands again. Even though I have nothing to do with them at the moment, really. 4 damage here. Let's go fetch. Shorikai Genesis Engine. So I can just do draw 2, discard 1. Ponder, and let's see what I find off of a Ponder. Yeah, those cards are alright. Those are fine. Attack for 6 again. And if I need to just counter something to slow him down, I'll just throw a Memory Lapse at his face. Memory Lapse. Not gonna let that resolve again. Draw 2, discard 1. Let's just put another creature down. Okay, he's a 1 point of life. I can now pretty much just kill him with anything at this rate. Yeah, because that card... I literally put this thing on the top of his deck. And yeah, I made him pay all 5 mana to recast it again. And yeah, apparently that was all he did. Let's just kill him with Dennick. Oh wow, okay. Finding so many burn cards here if I want to play like a burn deck myself. Okay, I flipped the switch. Now what? We flipped the switch, so now what does that do now? Okay, can I just avoid having to fight this cloud? Can I somehow weasel my way out of this? Time to find them. Can't we just clip through? Apparently we can, but that feels kind of cheap. Not even anything like crazy good in here anyways. I don't think I'm gonna weasel my way out of this one, right? If I want to keep exploring the maze, I think we gotta fight this. Oh, okay, this time it starts with something different. This time it's starting with something different on its field. It's probably gonna have the same, like, Ball, Lightning, Spark Elemental deck as before, but... this would have been definitely easier to play around with Animar than the Lightning Cloud, just pinging everything for 1 damage I play. We're still gonna stick with Guys Sustain Traff, though. Preordain. Let's just look for a land. Let's not put anything on the bottom. I'll have a land drop for next turn, and Hydroblast can just kill any red card. Alright, just to save me from losing 6 points of life. Alright, Geist of Saint Traft and pass. Another Ball Lightning. This one I'm just gonna let hit me in the face. I don't really know how many non-creature spells this Lightning Elemental even plays. So that's just these are deterring me from just simply attacking for 6 with Geist. I'll just put this down, I suppose, instead. Thundermaw Hellkite. Sheltered by Ghost can just remove it, so that's nice. So that takes care of that right there. Draw 2, discard 1. Still 2 blockers in the way with 1 power reach, so I'm just gonna, again, pass. Another Ball Lightning. No, I should block the fort. I should just block the thing that does not have trample. Okay, I should probably Snapcaster Mage flash back something like a Hydroblast. Yeah, let's do that. Flash Hydroblast back. Angel Token's gonna go after the Planeswalker. And he'll gain some much needed life. That too. Another Dwarf Token. 5 damage to Snapcaster Mage. Wow. Desperate, are we? Wow, desperate, are we? That's one less creature on his board now. Now, if I can just get this 4-2 off the board, then we'll be off to the races. I can put an attacking creature on the bottom of its owner's library, but it has to be an attacking creature, sadly. That is just unfortunate, really. Just need to get these few blockers off the field, and then it's off to the races. False Summoning, Thunderbreak Regent. Right now it's my turn to go on the aggro. 7 damage there, and I gain 3 life. Pass. Oh nice, not attacking at all. That's probably likely going to set me up to start winning the game. Let's go put a Sword of Feast and Famine here, since it flies over everything the opponent has. Yeah, untap everything. Cast Spider-Woman. Pass. Yeah, at this point, I think we just got it. Yeah, now I'm sure we have it. Pretty much just control the board and then just win with one of my finishers. Lightning Bolt. Oh, we got Fork again. I already own Fork, so I'm just gonna sell the other one. Okay, so the switch there apparently did do something. What about this one? Loud sounds coming from the east, loud sounds coming from the north. This gate's open, and so is that. Final gate appears to be open. And we get some treasure. I'll keep that. On Hava Township. Tap for 1 colorless, or pay 1 and tap for 1 green, or pay 2 and tap for white or red. Doesn't yeah, if this is this is I think from Homeland, so that's not surprising to see this. This is from Homeland, so that doesn't surprise me. A land that is just so horribly inefficient at what it does. That definitely has to be a Homelands card. Okay, that's just another Mimic. Torian Mauler and Torchling it starts with? Oh, wow. I don't even remember what he picked with this. Chosen type Shapeshifter. Tundra. Pass. So I'm already taking 7 here. Nine. I don't know, if he didn't start with like all 5 creatures on the field, maybe this wouldn't be so bad. Oh, where did this? Oh no, where did this come from? I'm all the way at 5. I'm all the way down to 5. Parallax Wave. Anyways, who am I kidding? I haven't even gotten like anything on the board yet. This is my 4th turn, and I already went from like 34 life all the way down to 5. I didn't even really get to like do anything. Practically didn't get to do anything at this point. With all the extra cards he started on the field with. And the fact he got out to such an aggressive start, that didn't help either. Yep, those are all gonna come back, and now I, quite frankly, don't even know what I'm gonna do here. If I can put something back into its deck, at least. But I still don't know what that's supposed to do for me exactly. I really still don't know. And I lose 5 life. Let me just briefly stop off at the nearest town to get some health back. So all those gates that I opened, I don't even know if do they even stay open, or do they just close back up again? Now, did they even all stay open, or no? Or are we back to square one once again? Let me just go take a peek. Okay. The gates are still open. He's gonna start with a 4/3 creature on his field. Wow. Starting the game with a 4/3. And this. Wow. Yeah, when the game said this was gonna be a difficult dungeon, it wasn't kidding. 2 Monastery Swift Spears already. The game was not kidding when it said this was gonna be a hard dungeon. Let's see how long this can maybe last on the field. I'm gonna memory lapse this thing. I'm still gonna take 8 on, like, yeah, the second turn of the game. Well, that was actually, no, his third turn, my second turn. Guy sustain trapped. Oh, right, just recast this. 4 damage to Mother of Runes. In response, she's gonna tap herself down, give herself protection from red. I'm gonna just take another 8 damage. Alright, Palace Jailer. Get the 4-3 off the field and hopefully get to just hold on to that crown. At this point, I think we're just gonna have to be, like, playing defensively here. Wow. Wow. Whoa, where are all these cards coming from? How is he just, like, spamming the board with everything so quickly? He's literally just... How is he spamming so many things at once? I don't even know how I'm supposed to survive this. I really don't. Okay, I can maybe draw, like, 1 card here and get rid of 1 creature. No, really. What am I supposed to do? No, really. What can I even do anymore? It's like he literally just doesn't stop running out of cards. Like, ever. I'll get this off the field. Wait, why did I attack? Oh. I can't take it back, right? I'm at 1 life. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I don't think I can come up with anything at that point. At that point, I actually cannot come up with anything. And I'm pretty much completely surrounded. I'm still kind of surrounded here. Oh, wow, okay. Somehow made it back in. Let's try this again now, shall we? I can remove this thing from the field immediately. But I can't really do much else because I have 1 land in my hand. I got a 1 land hand again. At this point, I'm just like, what do we even do? So I'm already gonna take 6 here. Alright, let's just turn this into a vehicle. Just deal with that. Just slow that down. Alright, I'll take 4. So anyways, we still have these to deal with. I could probably just use more board wipes at this point. Seeing, like, the kinds of decks I'm going up against, I should probably just put more board wipes in here. Maybe then I could possibly just have a better chance in here. Maybe. So I'm gonna take that off the board. And do nothing else for the rest of the turn. Or I guess now let's play our commander. Okay, that's a 3. Is that a... Okay, that's just a 3-2 for now. 4-3 and a 2-2 attacking me. Sure. We'll do 6 damage there. And for now, that'll be about it. Alright, and I'm gonna take 4 damage. Let's flash this thing in. And then, who can we block? Who can I even block at this point? Who should I block? I think probably one of the flyers should go. I'm dead, right? Yep. And I'm gonna get hit with... And I'm gonna get Searing Blazed. I'm just gonna get... And then this guy's gonna attack me immediately on the way out. I'm gonna get Searing Blazed. I mean, at least this duel is gonna be infinitely easier than what I've been dealing with lately. At least this one's gonna be a lot easier. Yeah, this guy's not just starting with a bunch of free stuff on the battlefield. For one thing. Yeah, I barely had to even, like, think. Barely even had to think for that one. Didn't even have to think there, really. Just beat him. I'm gonna have to go into my deck again and make some adjustments. Because... even, like, right now, what we're doing is still not exactly working. So that should only be all my... Okay, that's my planeswalkers. These are my sorceries. Pretty much anything that can just wipe the board is probably what I want to go for here. As in, yeah, get rid of the creatures. Okay, ideally I want stuff that's not going to cost me too much mana either. What if I can't even survive like 6 turns? With how fast the stuff comes down, what if I can't even make it 6 turns anyways? Then what? Each player chooses a creature type, destroy all creatures that aren't of a type chosen this way. I mean, if my opponent's creatures are all the same type, so if that's the case, that's gonna end up not even helping me. could just make my opponent pay 2 to attack with every creature they attack me with. I mean, this could only still buy me so much time, though. Or I could just switch decks again. If this ain't really doing things for me, I could just switch back to Animar. Or if Animar just takes a bunch of burn spells to the face, then we're still not going to be like any better off. If Animar just gets killed by removal one too many times, we're still going to be in the same situation, more or less. Do I bet anything else that can just keep Animar alive? Maybe I need to put like a few more cards in that can just help Animar stay alive. For example, yeah, something that gives it hexproof, even if just for like one turn. It's better than nothing, that's for sure. I already have this that can just draw me a boatload of cards anyways. And this too, so I think we'll cut the Lord of Change. Yeah, there's very few cards actually that cost a lot of mana. There's not that much stuff here at the curve as the curve toppers, but I have plenty of ways to just go search into my curve toppers anyways. That can search for the aforementioned Fierce Empath, and even this guy. Either of those can get me to one of my game enders. I don't think I need that in my deck too badly either. I really don't think so. Could maybe just put another piece of removal in there instead. We're still playing against the red decks, so these should probably all just go in. If I do that, then I cut, like, yeah, 2 cards out. I'll just cut 1 more then. We'll just sideline the World Weave for now. I just totally remembered, yeah, we have 3, like, really good color hosers against red. Let's put all of them in our deck. Let's throw all of them in here. And then try this again. At least this is also a land on the back, so I guess it's not all bad. Okay. I'm gonna take this off the field with Blue Elemental Blast. Make this produce extra mana. And then pass. Sure. I guess that's not terrible or anything. So now what? You know I gotta at least attempt it. And hope maybe I could get lucky and not just lose this immediately. Nice. So you're saying there might be a chance here. Yeah, once I can actually start grabbing plenty of creatures, you're saying there might actually be a chance here. Once I can just play a bunch of creatures, then this will be well out of burn range. Or if he can kill that with burn spells, he'll need probably multiple good burn spells to do it. We'll hopefully cast that soon, but I should have attacked this. Really should have, like, went and swung at that. Peregrine Drake, nice. Wait, I just tapped down my only source of blue. Now I can't cast this. Or anything else for that matter. Yep, now I'm gonna remember to get the Planeswalker off the field. I don't think that's gonna be a problem. Peregrine Drake. Let's untap all my lands. And just go and draw 6 more cards. Again, I don't have blue. I don't have another blue mana, so I'll have to, again, wait to drop Monster Wanderer on the field. I guess what we can do is Scythecat, Cub, and Fanatic of Ronus. I should have played that first, and then all the other cards I had. But anyways, oh well. Everybody that can attack will, and might need just one more turn to bring this guy down for good. Waiting for opponent. They're taking forever to make a decision, even though they should probably just scoop it up here and now. They should probably just pack it up. Oh, Tishana's gonna die. Flooded Strand, pay 1 life, yes. Put down an island, and then double the counters on this thing with the Scythecat Cub. Maelstrom Wanderer. Let's see what I cascade into. There's nothing on the stack to counter, so that is a bit of a disappointment. What else? Alright, cast also. Might as well cast Kiki Cheeky as well. Maybe I got something good on the board I can copy. Probably nothing really worth copying, to be honest. Let's just Alpha Strike. I think even if this gets blocked, which it probably will, I think I still can probably just do enough damage to him. Or, yep, way more than enough. I'll sell everything back again. And this is... Yep. Another minion, and then that's probably Chandra behind him? Anyways, I think this should also be a keeper. Alright, immediate Lightning Strike. And then Lightning Strike again. Well, I can at least slow my opponent down a bit. That is gonna be a pain in the ass as well. That's gonna make it tough to actually get Animar to stick on the field if it just takes 2 damage every time I cast that. What can I go and grab for myself that could still make this actually viable? We'll try the 6/6 creature. I'm gonna let this hit me again for 4. Oh, 2 of these. Right, time to pay 4 mana for this thing. Alright, this should hopefully slow my opponent down. A 6/6 creature. That better slow him down. It sort of did. Oh, now I'm gonna lose my formidable speaker. So, should I attack? And if so, who should it be? Probably gonna go after this one. Let's get at least one of these creatures off the field. I'm at 9. And these cards just keep on coming. Unless I can just have like such an explosive turn that I can just... Unless I can literally just win this turn anyways. It's not like totally impossible to turn this around with a deck like this. It's not impossible. This deck definitely has a thing for doing that. And yeah, drawing a card every single time I so much as... Yeah, that too is gonna go a long way. Every time I play a creature spell, I just draw a card. I might literally just not run out of gas at this rate. Add blue. Peregrine Drake. Draw a card. Peregrine Drake untaps everything. And now we'll just get to draw a bunch of cards here. Surely I can maybe come up with something, now that I've just drawn like 7 cards. Except they all seem to be lands. Except they're all lands, funnily enough. I think that's still gonna leave me with not really much more I can do. I mean, I guess it was nice while it lasted. We'll just attack like this for now, I suppose. That can do +1 next turn. And then we have something that can give hexproof, and we have something that can counter an artifact creature or planeswalker. I'm just gonna hope that's all gonna be... I'm just gonna hope that might be enough to keep me in this. Hopefully that's enough to stay alive. Come on. Come on. Come on. It's looking good. Yeah, let's draw another fetch land, apparently. We don't need even more land cards, we really don't. I'm just gonna send everybody at my opponent. Just gonna send every creature I have at the opponent. Except for the wall. Good. That got him. Oh, I got Shivan Gorge. Can you believe this is like part of the same cycle as Gaia's Cradle and Tolarian Academy and Sarah's Sanctum? The black one's also like a really good land. And then you have Shivan Gorge. And then there's this. So that's gonna be Chandra, am I right? Yep. 70 life. I guess we'll see for ourselves just how ugly this can get. Okay, just basically conjure a bunch of stuff for free onto the battlefield every turn. Of course, she gets to go first. Free Pyromancer's goggles. Turn 1, by the way. Literally on the first turn, she just does that. Bolt charge, 3 damage to me. And Elvish Mystic. Oh, pay 1 extra red to just copy it. Oh, where'd this come from, even? I think I have enough lands for now. Oh, I just had, like, this and this both played against me. Alright, so we started at 34 life. We're already all the way down to 13. Just so you know. And Animar's already dead. Pretty sure that just got ghost fired too. Or at least Mawlock can kill something when it enters. At least I can get a creature onto the battlefield. But yeah, what about me? Can I get anything to stick or no? I gotta just go for it. I don't know how much more time I got left anymore. I'm all the way down to 8 life, but I think now we can actually start to play stuff. Well, whatever we have left, that is, we can play. Whatever's left. I'm just gonna probably keep this around the block. I'm not really in the position where I can just start swinging. Especially seeing just how much life she has to work with. Ancestral Statue, wow. We can just go infinite here. If this is what it's gonna take to deal with Chandra, then by all means. I mean, she's gonna block, surely. I mean, I think in Commander mode, the opponents are programmed to, if they can stop 21 Commander damage coming straight at them, to do so. I mean, theoretically, yeah, we could just do this there as long as we need to. Please block this. Lightning bolt targeting who? Me? And me again. Oh wait, I'm dead. I'm wondering how that just killed me. Pyromancer's Gauntlet. Did that just show up on the field? Did that literally just get conjured up onto the field? Did that literally just come out of nowhere? Like from her Fire of Kaladesh spellbook? Yeah, I think so. I think that explains it. I think that's the explanation. Keep Fierce Guardianship. The 0 mana counterspell, definitely keep that around. Let's see if this can stick around for a bit. I mean, it's got 4 toughness. No, it won't. She used up 2 of her, 2 cards in hand to remove that thing, at least. So I guess that at least counts for something. I'll have 1 of these to just counter with. I'll have 1 counter spell. Hopefully, yeah, we only need the 1. All right. Yeah, there really ain't much I can do with this hand now, right? Really is not much. Kind of just asking myself, what shall we do? That should slow her down a bit, hopefully. Hopefully that at least does something to slow her down. Well, I can tap down this with Pestermite. I think that's the plan. Tap. I'll take damage from this. So we can reduce this X by up to 2. X is 4. And we're gonna kill... Doesn't really matter which one we kill. I still have that Fierce Guardianship on standby if I need it. Okay, this... Yeah, this right here literally just dumped another Pyreling onto the field. Casting this? No, casting this. Not really doing much here at the moment, sadly. We aren't really doing much. Unless I go search for something off the Ring of Three Wishes here. Yeah. If she's just gonna, like, conjure up a bunch of stuff for free, sure, so should I. She shouldn't be the only one that can just go get, like, random stuff out of her spellbook. It's only fair if I start doing the same thing as well. Yeah, let's do the same thing ourselves. Okay, I'll make an insect token, sure. Okay, let's untap some lands. Three mana still to do whatever with. Oh, nice. That's starting to come along nicely. 0 mana, Phyrexian Metamorph, copy, Fierce Empath. I might be able to cast... I think I can just literally cast this turn if I just dispense all my mana. I'll be just barely able to cast that. Phantasmal Image, copy Fierce Empath. We'll have that for later as well, I suppose. Maelstrom Wanderer. I just have to spend the last 2 mana that I have on Kozilek. Yep, now we got a board going. And now we have a board running. And a relatively, like, good life cushion. I'll just untap all these lands I tapped anyways. I'll just untap them. Maelstrom Wanderer. Let's see what I can do here with that. Let's see what I cascade into. I don't know, I probably would have rather found something more impactful than a Mox Emerald. I mean, look at the board I already have. I'm gonna kill this. I guess if I need to draw even more cards, I can totally do that, just by virtue of skull clapping stuff. Kozilek attacking, that is going to be brutal. She's going to lose 4 permanents on her field, just by virtue of this swinging. She's going to lose 4 permanents right now. I guess we'll also send in Tishana as well. And Maelstrom Wanderer. See how much damage we can do to our board. Okay, she just got rid of, like, all her artifacts. Those are all gone now. Just by 1 Kozilek swing. 29 life gone in 1 shot. Okay, this was just spawned from this, wasn't it? So, Chandra's Regulator, Oath of Chandra, Pyromancer's Gauntlet, and Pyromancer's Goggles. So those are the 4 cards this can just spawn out of thin air onto the battlefield. If they're not there already. And after that, it's just gonna spawn, like, random spells into her hand. And I don't even know what those random spells are. There's, like, a list somewhere. And I don't know what it is. Worldly Tutor. Now, if only I had a way to just, I don't know, draw that creature. Not just put it on top of my deck. And have to wait till next turn to get my hands on it. I'm gonna take the 4/3 off of the field. Sylvan Library. Alright, Wooded Foothills, and I'll just go fetch immediately into a tropical island. We're gonna swing like this now. She'll have to sacrifice 4 more permanents. Yeah, we got her on the ropes. She's pretty much now down to... Okay, and this, and 6 lands. Meanwhile, yeah, look at my board. And I have a full hand. And if I need to draw more cards, I forgot I had Skull Clamp that can just draw me more cards. Not to mention we have Skull Clamp too. If I even need to go search up any other creature. I'm not even sure why we're doing this at this point, because, yeah, look at how far ahead we are. I shouldn't need to draw the cards at this point. I shouldn't need to. Just how? Okay, that's 12 counters on it. I guess I'll just draw 8 more cards. Yep. City of Brass. We'll just get rid of this. Just spray that with some water. This regulator, whatever this thing is, we'll just douse it in water. Alright, so just let me finish her off for game 2. Alright. No matter what happens, after this game's done, I'm ending stream, no matter what happens. Hopefully we win, though. 2 fetch lands and a Mox. But of course, Chandra gets to go first. Alright, so we already have, yeah, this to start off. Pass. Okay. Things could be a lot worse here. I kind of want to play Animar and leave up a blue mana to Hydroblast to protect it. Don't know how much time I'm gonna have, though. At this rate, it doesn't look like I'll have that much time. Yeah, with all these with everything just coming down, I don't think I have much time left. Lightning bolt. Yeah, I don't think there's any way I win now. We have like a full board here to deal with. I can play like one of these cards, meanwhile she can play everything out of her hand. I see no way out of this. Don't waste my time. Wait, they can crack multiple pieces of your armor? Did I just lose 2 pieces of armor? Yeah, I did lose 2 pieces. Wow. So this is gonna cost a whopping 10,000 gold to fix. And yeah, that really doesn't leave me with much money anymore. I don't know, unless I start just selling off the cards I don't think I'm gonna need. Yeah, that doesn't really leave me with much anymore. Yeah, simply put, that was just miserable. That third game was just miserable. Game 2, I'm just like surprised that it went as well as it did. Not even sure how that went so well, game 2. I think that's one land that, like, always enters tapped, so I'm not interested. Oh, we're gonna let go of the Spasm. Realistically, I don't think I'm ever gonna be playing it. There's just better ways to get rid of artifacts. Oh wow, I have a lot of swamps. I don't really feel like selling anything else at the moment. It's not like I desperately need the money. Let me just save right outside this town. As much as I want to go check to see if, yeah, the two acolytes standing in front of Chandra, if they're gonna respawn. As much as I want to go check and see. Anyways, I'm done for now. That was another, like... Then again, there was just, like, so much to do once I found this Temple of Chandra. I mean, especially since it actually ended up being really difficult to just survive in there. Even with, like, a bunch of, like, the best decks I could make, I still had a lot of trouble surviving in there. I got to go up against Chandra herself, and even with, like, one of the best decks I think I can possibly craft, I still had a lot of trouble.